That's Indian Air Force Air Chief Marshal RKS Bhadauria flying in a MiG-21 Bison at the Srinagar airport. Because can you believe it, viewer? Today marks 1 year since the Balakot Airstrikes. And India's new Air Force Chief spent the day today in Srinagar to commemorate the 51 Squadron to which Wing Commander Abhinandan Varthaman belonged, and also in solidarity with the daring mission into hostile airspace on this day 1 year ago, where Mirage 2000s like this one bombed the Jabba Top terror facility of the Jaish-e-Mohammed right outside Pakistan's Balakot town. Remembering the brave aviators on this particular day, they remain in the shadows and the operation remains classified. India is marking the first anniversary of the Balakot airstrikes today. Can you believe it? It's already been 1 whole year. The Air Force recreated the moment today at the Srinagar airbase when Air Chief Marshal RKS Bhadauria flew in a MiG-21 Bison belonging to the 51 Squadron. The squadron had taken part in the response to Pakistani aggression following the airstrikes. The Indian Air Force Chief was flanked by a commanding officer, Group Captain Nazeer of the 51 Squadron. 2 Mirage 2000s and 2 Sukhoi 30 MKIs also took off along with the Indian Air Force's jet. The MiGs, Sukhois and Mirages had been on the front line of the air attack on Pakistan, providing cover to the Mirage 2000s. Abhinandan Varthaman was shot down after scoring a kill the following morning.
I decided to fly a MiG-21 along with 51 Squadron, and this in particular was to really differentiate and be with them, because they were the squadron, in spite of the technological gap, in spite of the vintage aircraft and the weapons that they were flying with. The spirit of training in Indian Air Force is such, and they demonstrated it to engage the enemy fighters, which were far ahead in technology and weapons.
Basically, it's a paradigm shift in the way we conduct our operations, in which the other side never believed that we could carry out a strike inside Pakistan to take out a terror training camp, which we successfully carried out. So it is a paradigm shift, and the result is there for you to see. After that, there were no major terrorist attacks throughout the Indian elections, because they were scared that we'll respond again in the same manner or even more devastating.
So after 1 year of Balakot airstrike, do you think Pakistan got a right message?
Absolutely. If you look at the proof of the pudding is, in 1 year, we have not had a single major terrorist attack. And the message has to be clear that, look, if you do this again, then we'll hit you and hit you very hard.
Exactly a year ago on this day, India sent Mirage 2000 aircraft into hostile airspace over POK to attack the Jabba Top Jaish-e-Mohammed terror facility, killing an untold number of terrorists there. Senior commanders and trainers were killed as well. The mission was a big success, but there were some tangible lessons that have helped the Indian Air Force improve and ensure that if another Balakot is ever necessary, it will be much, much sharper. Take a look at this report 1 year on. Five Indian Air Force pilots who on this day last year flew into hostile airspace on a mission unthinkable in these dangerous times. In their Mirage 2000 jets, they spent only a few minutes in hostile airspace, launching their precision weapons Weapons that would glide into Pakistan and smash down into a terror facility on a hilltop outside Balakot city. A mission that passed into legend the very same day. Before sparking a deadly air battle the following morning, in which Indian pilot Abhinandan Varthaman would draw Pakistani blood before being shot down in his MiG-21. The Balakot airstrikes were a big success, but there were tangible lessons learned. Lesson 1. Choice of weapon configuration. The Indian Air Force launched munitions that had been fitted with penetration warheads. In other words, they were rigged to first pierce through the roof and floor of the facility before exploding to cause maximum casualties. Given the massive denials by Pakistan and the claims and counterclaims that followed, the Indian Air Force feels it could have fitted some of the Spice 2000 munitions with high explosive warheads so that the destruction would have been fully visible on the surface too and brought down the buildings. Lesson 2. Choice of weapon itself. The Spice 2000 precision-guided munition used by the Air Force to bomb Balakot's Jabba top didn't have a video feed that could have provided even more visual proof of the accuracy of the strike. Experts have wondered whether, under better weather conditions, the Air Force could have deployed the Israeli-made Crystal Maze munitions, which would have provided a live video feed of the full flight path till the target. Lesson 3. Jam-proof radio crucial. Abhinandan's daring pursuit of marauding Pakistan Air Force fighters the next morning and his successful kill won him a Veer Chakra. But the engagement was extremely dangerous, with electronic warfare ensuring that he was flying in radio silence. His radio fully jammed during the last few minutes. One of the priority lessons for the Air Force has been a decision to fit jam-proof and snooping-proof software-defined radios in all fighters in a phased manner. Unlike conventional radio, SDR involves frequency hopping, keeping communication channels secure and always open with ground control. Lesson 4. Data links. The secretive world of data links, the encrypted channels through which Air Force aircraft and sensors share operational data, has also been given a relook to ensure that pilots in the air and planners on the ground have the fastest and most useful information when they need it most. Since the Balakot airstrikes and the air skirmish, the following day, the Air Force leadership has changed, with pressure now on the Chief of Air Staff to ensure all lessons are learned quickly for a much sharper airstrike should it ever be necessary again.
There have been major changes in the geopolitical environment, leading to uncertainties that have created numerous challenges to national security. We in the IAF are always prepared to meet any contingency that these challenges may pose against the defense of our nation.
The Indian Air Force executed Balakot with assets on hand, but in just weeks from now, its air arsenal stands to change dramatically. If the Air Force efforts happen on time, the next Balakot will have far fewer lessons. Bureau Report, India Today.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.